is 6, 5 out of 12 of 720. Well, two ways you can approach it. So let me divide my screen in a diagonal. And first thing I want to do is maybe, I forgot the percent sign. If you want to deal with decimals, we got to change that 512, right? So to a decimal, 5 divided by 12, 448, 2, bring another 0 down, 12 goes in 20, one time, it's 12, 8, becomes 80, this is 6, this is 72, and now you'll notice that the 6 is going to be repeating. So we get to the point, and because the question doesn't say anything, in my class, and we still haven't got to this point yet, and anytime we deal with decimals, I would have probably, if this was a quiz question or test question, if you wanted to do the decimal, I'd ask you to please take this 0.14666 and round it to the nearest hundredths, so it would be 0.42. Now, with that said, 6 and 5/12% becomes 6.42%. Right? It's still, I mean, and again, it's a little bit more than it should be. Okay, it's not going to be exact because obviously 6.42 is greater than 6.416666 forever and ever. But that would be your problem. So of 720, you would move the decimal 2 over. You get 0.0642 times 720, and I will multiply this 0.642 times 720, and I get 46.224. Now, so 6 and 5/12% of 720 is about, right? Because it's not an exact number that way. Now, let's do it a second way, which is the reason I want to show it. What's the percent? Well, so if you think about percent, 7% or 13% or whatever it is, it's 7% is 7 out of 100, right? 13% is 13 out of 100, which you can also take. So let me take this back, and I said let's find 7% of, I don't know, let me make that a number, 35. You can do it like this, 0.07 times 35, or if you wanted to, you can take that and 7 over 100 and multiply it by 35. So you got choices. Normally or usually I can't say that because sometimes it's easier as a fraction, but I change it to a decimal, just I guess habit. But sometimes there are times when a fraction is really the way to go. Change the percent to a fraction format, and that's the reason. And the reason I'm saying that is because that's going to work here. So let's write 6 and 5/12 as a fraction, right? So 6 and 5/12%. Right? This is the same thing as, think about it, when we wrote 7%, we wrote 7 out of 100. So let me write that out of 100. Right? And then it's in a fraction format, and I can take that and multiply by 720. Now you're going to say that's a little bit ugly, right? So let's think about what 6 and 5/12 is. So let's multiply that. And change it to a improper fraction. So 12 and 6 is 72 plus 5. So that's 77 over 12. And divide that by 100, right? So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of 100, which is 1 over 100. Okay, so hopefully nothing too crazy here. So again, let me repeat what I did. I changed that mixed number into an improper fraction. 6 and 5/12 became 75 over 12. And that's being divided over 100, right? And so if you imagine that 100 over 1, right, that this whole thing really means 77 over 12 times the reciprocal of 100, which is 1 over 100. And then to that, we're going to put 720. If you want to put that over 1, you know. Now, by doing this, it allows me to do a lot of that that canceling before multiplying. So let's see what I can do. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 720 divided by 12 is 60. Let's do 160. Well, 60 divided by 10 is 6. 100 divided by 10 is 10. I can go again. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Let's see what else I have. Can I simplify anything else? No, it looks like that's it. So in my denominator, 1 times 5 times 1 is just 5. And in my denominator, 77 times 3 is 21, carry the 2, 21, 23. So my answer would be 231 over 5, which we can simplify to 46 and 1/5. 46 and 1/5, or better yet, 46.2, which is a little bit more precise than that answer because I didn't have to do I didn't have to round anything. Okay, so just a different way of looking at things. Okay, and I'll add that because I forgot to do this.